Hey guys, so if there is one thing I know about Indian sport is that you guys are obsessed with cricket, but a lot of people told me that you also obsessed with a game called Kabaddi. And you tried to explain to me, and again, I did not understand like what the game, what the point. So yeah, again, another Nanny explains video about that sport. I really hope I can understand it better, but I don't know, I'm not big on sport. I love basketball, so let's see if I can understand what this game is all about.
Nin explains the rules of Kabaddi. Kabaddi is an Indian sport played with two teams of 12 players, with 7 players taken to the court at any one time. The game is played on a rectangular court that's generally a maximum of 13 meters by 10 meters. This is a midline that divides the court into two, and these are the balk lines, the end lines, the bonus lines, and this is the lobby area. I'll explain what these are shortly. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team. To score, a team must send a player, known as a raider, into the opposing half of the court whilst chanting the word Kabaddi repeatedly. A raider must only use one breath and chant the word Kabaddi repeatedly to show the referee that he is exhaling and not holding his breath. The first goal of the raider is to reach the balk line. Failure to do this results in the raider being out and cannot participate in the next part of the game. The second goal of the raider is to touch as many players as he can and make it back to the midline before he is caught and tackled by the defenders. He can do this in several ways, with a hand touch, a toe touch, a kick, or by trying to escape a tackle and reaching for the midline. He gets 1 point for every opposing defender that he touches, so long as he makes it back to the midline, or whilst repeatedly chanting the word Kabaddi. And any touched defenders are out and cannot participate in the next round of play. Understand so far? Cool, let's continue. The defenders, sometimes known as antis, will try and stop the raider returning to the midline, especially if one of them has been touched. They can use several tactics such as the ankle hold, back hold, front tackle, and forcing them off the court entirely. If the defenders manage to stop the raider returning to his own half of the court, the raider is out and the defending team gets 1 point. Once a raid is finished, the opposing team must send out a raider of their own within 5 seconds, or the team will lose a point. Got it? Good, because it's about to get a lot more complicated. When a player is out, he must wait in the sitting block and is temporarily unable to participate in the game. Once a raider has been tackled, or a point has been scored, they are allowed to revive one of their own players out of the sitting block to rejoin the team. This means that every time you score, you can revive one or more of your players back onto the field of play. The game is played in two 20-minute halves for a combined playing time of 40 minutes. High score at the end of time wins. Kabaddi is the ultimate game of cat and mouse, as the defenders have to be far enough away so that they can't be touched, but also close enough to tackle the raider should he decide to make a run for it. This is a highly strategic sport, and there's a few more rules that you'll need to understand before playing or watching a game. For example, the lobby. The lobby is an extended area of play, which is denoted by the yellow areas here. These are only active when a defender has been touched, and gives both the raider and defender more room to try and score or get the raider out. Bonus line. As mentioned before, this is the bonus line. If a raider puts 1 foot in the bonus line with 1 foot in the air, he will score 1 point so long as he makes it back to the midline. However, the bonus line is quite far from the midline, and reaching for this line makes it easier for the defender to tackle you. The bonus line is only active when there are 6 or 7 defenders on the court. Super tackle. If there are 3 or less defenders on the defending team and they manage to tackle a raider, this is known as a super tackle and scores 2 points. 1 point for eliminating the raider, and a bonus point for doing so with 3 or less defenders. Do or die raid. If a team has 2 unsuccessful raids, i.e. they score 0 both times, the third raid is the do or die raid. Failing to score on the third raid in a row results in the raider being out. Pursuit. A pursuit is where a defender charges at a retreating raider with the aim of scoring a quick point off him. This is usually done if the other team is slow to retreat from a raid and the defender is close enough to score a point and make it back to the midline quickly before the other players realise. All out. If in the rare instance a raider gets all the defenders out in one raid, this is known as an all out. The raiding team gets 1 point per player and an additional 2 points. All players are revived after an all out. To the uninitiated, Kabaddi seems strange, confusing, even ridiculous. But once you understand the rules, it becomes an interesting sport to watch. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, comment, rate and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is always appreciated.
I'm sorry, you will not be able to fool me. This game was invented by a bunch of children on the street. Like, I don't know how this became an actual sport, but this just looks like some weird way to start a fight without like actually have a reason to start a fight. I don't see them screaming, like I don't see their mouth moving and saying kabaddi, so I'm kind of like confused about that. It basically it's looked like the game Catch Me, that you like have to come to the other team and try to, or the game Flags, that you try to steal the flag from the other team, and if they're touching you, if there are like several people touching you, you're out. So I can understand, okay, like I can understand some of this from previous sports I'm familiar with. Well, not just sport, I'm sorry, children's game. I'm not saying this is a children's game, maybe kids playing it and having fun. It looks really professional and those guys look in such a good shape. But I don't know, I'm really trying to understand. This is so all over the place. I still don't understand what the lobby is doing. I really want to watch a game and to understand like how can you actually get a point if you go into the other team, because there's so many people there. How can you like not get caught? This is so weird. I love the fact that I saw that India was playing against Iran. I know it just like it was something weird to see like that Iran is actually still doing games and still being part of like other people culture and other people stuff. It's, I don't know, it's really kind of fun to watch. Yeah, so if there's people from Iran watching me right now, hey guys. So yeah, I don't know, this game, it's not, I don't think in Israel we're playing this game. I don't think this is a sport people in Israel are actually doing, which is weird. Maybe I could like start, well right now thanks to COVID not, but like maybe after that it will be fun to go out and have like to play like this as children, like just like having fun. I know I keep like mentioning kids because this game looks such a childish thing, not in a bad way, but just like it looks like something fun to play with your friends and like being young again. Yeah, this game is so confusing. I'm still like, I feel like after I watch this video, like this channel video about cricket, I get a better understanding on what that was and what it is. And when I'm seeing right now cricket game, cricket match and stuff, I can, well, I'm not fully still understand all of it, but I can understand some part. And I'm saying, oh, he did that, and recognize stuff. So that was cool. Yeah, so send me links or something to like a kabaddi games and stuff. It will be very interesting to see how this is actually happening in like how this is actually happening in real life. I'm seeing right now that this video is from the Kabaddi World Cup, so this is insane to see. Like, this is an actual sport I had no idea about. Not that I know a lot about sport, but like I've never even heard the name. Oh yeah, the name does sound familiar, but like no, I don't think I've heard it. Kabaddi. Did you play it? Like, write down in the description. Write down in the comments. I'm sorry. Write down in the comments. Have you played this game? What do you think about this game? Is this such a big deal in India, because only after I was talking about cricket, because I was hearing cricket like all the time from a lot of people in India. Um, Suddenly, maybe this is just right now that I'm hearing a lot of people talking about kabaddi, but like I didn't heard about that game even when I started, um, to learn about India and Indian culture, because this is definitely a part of the culture. So yeah, please let me know. Do you play it? What do you think about this game? Do you follow, like, do you support your team? Do you have an Indian, like, actual team? I'm assuming this is basically what, like, from what I've seen. Yeah. Okay, that was very confusing and interesting at the same time. So thank you so much for educating me about another something, like another part of India. Yeah, I'll I'm very curious to read your comments about that part. If you can try to explain to me again a little bit about this game, dumb it down for me. Yeah, I'll appreciate it very much. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye guys.